So how are Rescue Ace cards holding up after that new support? So you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. So Rescue Ace, maybe it didn't get the greatest support in comparison to Exo Sister, but that's okay, everybody, because we still have an opportunity to see great new additions happening with it. And I mean, Hydrant's still a $25 card. Like, this isn't, the greatest crazy thing in the world, but this is Turbulence, $40 to $50. I'm a little bit flabbergasted by this, but I guess people really just wanted higher rarity versions of this. I guess we take what we can get. Somebody just paid $55 for a higher rarity Turbulence. That is amazing to me to see a turnover on this scale. I guess truly congratulations to the market here. Meanwhile, we still have things like Impulse still floating around the $4 mark, which isn't crazy. But we also do get to see Hydrant still coming around at the $3-ish mark after shipping. Same thing here, about $3. Meanwhile, the cheapest Impulses are still having that effect that we have seen being carried over because of, good reasons. And of course, your lowest rarity, oh boy, you're telling me that these are actually $6 a piece? Oh my gosh. You can get Hydrant Starlights for cheaper than the other rarities, which is great, honestly. Good job, market. I don't know, I'm both impressed. Oh yeah, you can get Super Turbulences for like 30 cents. So yeah, even the Rescue Ace stuff, even if you're like, oh, hey, I got such a good deal on this. Realistically, I mean, the stuff was already so outlandishly cheap. Like, it's crazy. This caught my attention. Has Jam Fever always kind of been this expensive? Because I swear last I looked, this card was a $2-ish card, and you kind of, you couldn't see people wanting to pick these up. Now, we turn back the dial here, and I see $7 a copy on this thing now. I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that maybe, just maybe, Punk has been doing pretty well in Genesis format. Sorry, the Mjolnir lock. It's been getting to me. It's been getting to me all day, man. All right, like, you think you're having a good time, and then Punk shows up in Genesis format and just Mjolnir locks you, evidently. And you sit here and you cry because you're like, I'm playing Genesis, not actual Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's you cry yourself to sleep. Yeah, actually, you've got a lot of sales on this, reflecting just over the last couple of days. That's very interesting, actually. So I guess if you've not picked up your Punk cards, this is a little bit of a heads up to try to do so. Also, Frozen Rose. What is this? Send a face-up attack position monster you control to the graveyard to apply one of the following effects, depending on the type of the monster sent. So if you send a plant during the end phase of this turn, draw 2, discard 1. Or we send a non-plant to add a level 4 lower plant-type monster from your deck to your hand. So it's Rhoda on a -1. That has gone up from $2 to $10. This is interesting. So even if you come down here to the Legendary Duelist 2 version, these are still $8. If you want the Ultra Purples, the Purples are $1. I can also get the Blues for 50 cents. And I can get the Greens for $1. Why just is it that the Ultras and not the colored versions of these are so much money? I don't know. This is one of those chances of I will take the blueberries and the purple berries and the different colored versions, and I will enjoy those. But that's so crazy to think about. The Fire King High Avatar Kieran, something had to be worth it in these old starter decks, right? Had you bought this stupid thing back in June, you would have saved money. I mean, well, I guess congratulations. 3 of these back in June was the price you're currently paying for it just to have them. But I mean, this card is absurdly good, right? It's just people found out, oh, hey, I can play this in Genesis format. Ukalonix has gone down in price. For the structure deck cost here, I mean, It was $95 to get 8 of them. They're gone. Individual decks, these also don't exist. Actually, let's clear filters here. Correction. They are $20 a deck. Okay. Gotta love filters ruining things here. Oh, all right. Be gone, filters. Can't have near mints. Okay, correction. All right, so you can get 100 of them for that price, though. Imperm's 250s. Okay, I mean, sure. Judgments, your Kieran's still doing wonderful on that expected front. Power Sync Stone's still a little bit of money. I guess in terms of single product value for this, I'm not surprised, though. Like, would you be, especially for a deck that has good value? All right, so the Legendary 5Ds box set, this comes out on 11/7. And there are a lot of people that have these up for pre-sale. Like, holy crap, man. $45, $39. $45 is ridiculous for these, honestly. But, I mean, there's only 7 listings of them up. And they're actually selling for $45. The pure amount of people that have paid this price point for these this early in advance is kind of crazy to me, honestly. Though, I guess all good things have to be in consideration, because, I mean, this is supposed to be one of the best products of the year, right? Considering just how much is available in this. You're also getting the Mulcharmy reprint, which is huge for the community. So, I guess hindsight is I'm not surprised. You do have the new tokens and all that new stuff. This just feels like a very good long-term product for the community. Oh, Twin Twister QCRs. Okay, so if you've been paying attention to some of the discussions for older formats and, Genesis, Twin Twister kind of comes across as one of those cards, I guess, worth looking at, because realistically, I mean, it's still a discard 1 and pop 2. And realistically, still getting a card out of your hand can still allow you to produce combo. I think that's something that people kind of forget about. Having a pop into a combo enabler, depending on the deck you're playing, all right? I'm not going to say, ooh, look, every deck wants this. No, it's just, it's something worth looking at and considering when you're looking at the deck building process. Black Salvo. Well, this has got to be a lot of older format talk here, because realistically, Black Salvo is what on normal you revive a level 4 Dark Machine monster. Can't be level 4 or lower. It has to be specifically level 4. And this is what gave you access to, making, Dark Strike Fighter and, Black Rose Dragon just off of a normal summon. Well, this card did get Veilered. You did kind of cry yourself to sleep. I see your Crimson Crisis versions are looking a little bit skimpy on listings, actually. $8, $9, $10, on up to $12. I mean, you hit $30 at near mint. That's a little bit crazy. Oh boy, card destruction. Retro Pack RPO1, $28 for a rare. Just think about that for a second. It's freaking wild to me that we see funny things like this happening all the time. And then, of course, we do get to look at the DLG1 versions. Same thing, man. At least you have 2 populated listings now for these. I remember the last time we looked at this as like an off choice. There was really none of these running around, so that's funny. DRO4 Frogger. First of all, I would not be surprised to see DRO4 get reprinted at some point in this card's life. But to see that these are $134, I got to give it to the long-term department, man. Like, the market has really, really shown that they love, near mint good stuff. And then $200 for an Elemental Hero Gaia First Edition. I see you can get a French here for $165, but I'm not rolling that for that price point. It is literally not worth it at this stage. On up to $500. This is, it is wild to me to see, these major key differences in pricing. But, it's just another day in the market, like usual. So, what do you guys think about everything that's kind of happening here? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons! Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.